So I'm a surgeon, and I have no problem injecting other people with needles, but when the needle's pointed towards me, it's a totally different story. I really hate it. So that's why I'm really happy to be standing next to Dr. Manju Dawkins, the founder of Thimble. And I was hoping if you could just tell us a little bit about what is Thimble?
So Thimble is solutions for people who don't enjoy shots, blood draws, any needle procedures.
So the next question is, why did you found Thimble?
It started actually because I have the same issue. I'm a dermatologist and I am sticking people with needles all day long and didn't really think too much of it. But when I had my daughter and took her in for her first set of shots when they're about 4 weeks old, I just was not prepared for the way that she looked at me, which was just pain, betrayal. And it was like, how could you let this happen to me? And I thought, this sucks and we could do better. And so that was the impetus for Thimble.
Yeah, I've been through that. I have two sons myself, as
Yes.
you know, and seeing them get stuck with needles and hating that experience, I totally empathize. I was lucky enough to participate in some of the testing of one of the early pain patches, the prevention, and it was a pretty magical experience. My younger son was getting some shots, and he had gotten shots previous to that without a patch, and so he tensed up with fear, leading up to that, but then after having the patch on for a little while, when he actually had the shot, it was actually more surprise than pain. It was a surprise of having the needle go in, but then he really didn't have that same sort of sharp, acute pain that he associated with previous shots.
That just makes my whole life. So thank you for participating in kind of the development of the process and everything. And that's exactly what we want to do. We just want to change the experience for not only kids, but for everyone so that they feel more empowered and enabled to get all the health care they need.
Excellent. Where can we find these magical patches?
We just launched the Recover Patch, which is a patch that you apply after any needle procedure to alleviate the soreness and ache, and that is now for sale on our website, direct-to-consumer at thimblehealth.com. We've also developed a Prepare Patch, and it's currently at the stage of manufacturing, so we hope to launch that within the next few months. We have also developed an app that puts together all the research-backed techniques and tools to lessen needle pain and anxiety. So these are things like breath work, applied muscle tension, progressive muscle relaxation, distraction, cognitive behavioral therapy techniques, and we just put them all together into an easy-to-use tool to lessen the, pain and anxiety of needles.
Okay, so we've got the Recover Patch, and I think you have that right now.
I do. So
Okay.
I can just show you how it works.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Okay, so basically, let's say you're getting your flu shot or something like that. So the pharmacist, doctor, nurse is going to do the usual procedure, blah, blah, blah. And instead of a Band-Aid, we're just going to use the Recover Patch afterwards. And so I'll just show you. So this is what it looks like. The reason why it's orange is because there is turmeric in it. There's turmeric and arnica, and that's what gives it this kind of orange hue. And so, as I said, you're going to get the shot like you normally would. Instead of a Band-Aid, we're going to put the Recover Patch on, and you're going to leave it on for 8 to 48 hours. And you'll notice that you're going to actually be able to use your arm this time, because most people, the day or two after you get a vaccine, you're like, oh, you're dragging, you can't lift the weights like you normally would, or and so this hopefully will help you kind of get back to your day-to-day activities like you'd want to.
Amazing. Okay, so that was actually really simple. So why would someone use a local thing like this instead of just taking acetaminophen or ibuprofen, something like that?
So those medications are amazing. However, there are side effects associated. So why not treat the pain locally? Your pain is in the arm. Why not just treat it locally? And why not treat it with plants instead of using medications if we can? Pretty simple.
Yeah. So I'm a surgeon and real estate investor, and I really love it when other physicians are involved in entrepreneurship. So I really wish you and Thimble the best of success.
Thank you so much.